Good morning, boys and girls, and happy Tuesday. Welcome back. Today we're just going to jump right into our math problems. Today we're going to focus on subtraction. Our first problem is 652 minus 341. So 652 menos 341. Our first two numbers that we're going to subtract are 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1, or 2 menos 1, is 1. Next, we're going to do 5 minus 4, 5 menos 4, which is also 1, or 1. And our last two numbers to subtract are 6 minus 3, or 6 menos 3, which is 3. So that gives us a final answer of 311, or 311. Our next problem that we're going to take a look at is 812 minus 471, which in Spanish is 812 menos 471. So our first two numbers that we're going to subtract are 2 minus 1, 2 menos 1, which is 1, or 1. Equal this a little bit better. Next, we're going to do 1 minus 7, or 1 menos 7, which we can't be tricked. We cannot do this because it's bigger on bottom. We must borrow. So we cross out the 1 and the 8, and the 8 becomes a 7, or 7, so that this 1 can become an 11, or 11. Now, we're going to do 11 minus 7, so 11 menos 7, which is 4, or 4. And then we're going to do 7 minus 4, 7 menos 4, which is 3. So your final answer should be 341. 341. Our next problem is 892 minus 174. So, 892 menos 174. Our first two numbers we're going to subtract are 2 and 4. I hope you didn't get caught. Because it's bigger on bottom, we must borrow. So this 2 becomes a 12 because we borrowed from the 9 and it became an 8. So 8 y 2, or 12. Next, we're going to do 12 minus 4, or 12 menos 4, which is 8, or 8. Next, we're going to do 8 minus 7, 8 menos 7, which is 1, or 1. And then we're going to do 8 minus 1, 8 menos 1, which is 7, or 7. So your final answer should be 718. Our fourth problem is 1,365 minus 942. So, 1,365 menos 942. Our first two numbers that we subtract are 5 and 2. So 5 menos 2, which is 3, or 3. Next, we're going to do 6 minus 4, 6 menos 4, which is 2, or 2. Next, we would do 3 minus 9, but because it's bigger on bottom, we must borrow. So we're going to cross out the 1 and the 3. This 1 becomes a 0, so that this 3 can become a 13. So 0, 0 y 13. Next, we're going to do 13 minus 9, 13 menos 9, which is 4, or 4. And 0 minus 0, because it's at the beginning, we do not need to write it. So our final answer is 423, or 423. And our final problem is 1,818 minus 909. So 1,818 menos 909. Our first two numbers that we're going to subtract are the 8 and the 9. So 8 menos 9, once again, it's bigger on the bottom. So we must borrow. So we cross out the 1 and the 8. The 1 becomes a 0, so that this 8 can become an 18. Oops. So 0 y 18. So next we're going to do 18 minus 9. 18 menos 9, which is 9, or 9. Next we would do 0 minus 0, which is 0, 0. Next, 8 minus 9. Because it's bigger on bottom, once again, we must borrow. This 0, or this 1 becomes 0, there's 0, so that this 8 can become an 18, or 18. Once again, we do 18 minus 9, 18 menos 9, which is 9. 0 minus 0 is 0, but because it's at the beginning, we don't need to write it. So our final answer is 909, or 909. Alright, I would love to hear how you did. Remember that if you do extra problems and you'd like to send them to me or Miss Sweet, you could earn extra dojos. And also, if you have internet access, please get on Fast Math, Zern, or Reflex. I can't wait to work with you tomorrow. Bye!